Hey everyone, I have a 2011 4Runner here. It's 5th generation, so this repair should work for almost everything. But it's got these handles that have just been, weather worn for sure. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna change those out. I got these new handles here. I got a link in the description so you can get these. Comes with this piece here and then this piece as well. The tools we're going to need to complete this, we're going to need a screwdriver, we're going to need this fastener remover. You could probably get away with something else. We got a flat edge screwdriver, a real small one, and then we have a T30 Torx Bit screwdriver, I guess, here. If you have like a little plastic piece that you can get these off with a little bit easier, a little bit less aggressive, then you can use that. I would recommend that. But we're just going to use this for this project here. All right, so to do this project, you do have to take this door panel off. Do not be intimidated. It's really not that bad. The first three things you're going to want to do is you're just going to gently come to this piece here and just pop it down. It kind of pulls out and it just hangs there. We have another piece in here that you want to gently work off as well. And once that's off, you can just put that to the side. Third one is right here. It's very similar to the first one, so we can just pop it down, slide it out. And so what you're left with is a Phillips head screw here, here, and here. So we're gonna unscrew those and then we will take this panel off. All right, now that the screws are all out, this is the part that always makes me the most nervous, but it's not that bad. I just start from the bottom down here and I just kind of work my hand against it until it pops loose. And then once it pops up, you just start popping it off all around it. One thing I forgot to point out, you have to take this off. This is just a piece that slides right off as well. So we got all the side ones done. Now we're left with this clip across the top. I just kind of work my hand across here. All right, and there we go. All right. So now on the inside here, we have a couple of different things going on. Let me slide this in so y'all can see. So we have this back here. I don't always pull this off, but you can undo this so you can take the whole panel off. These right here, you just slide this out, slide this out, and they should come right out like that. So green on the bottom, white on the top. So now we're left with this here. There's enough slack to where you can just kind of bend it down like this. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see it, but I just bent it down like that. And it just sits there. So the next thing we need to do is we need to start working this back. This is a weather seal, but it's usually really loose right here and it stays sticky, so we can push this back in when we're done. So we pull this back here and we're starting to see the handle. There is a clip here that you just pull back. All right. And then we're gonna come over here. There's this piece. Let me grab my flat edge. And we're just gonna gently get under there and pop it off. Okay, so if we look in here, you can see there's that, it's hard to see, there we go. There's a Torx bit. That's that T30 Torx bit that we will just get in here and we will loosen up. We don't have to worry about this one dropping to the ground or anything like that because it's just protected in there. So we loosen it enough and that should be good. So now this is another fun part. It's actually pretty simple sometimes. You can just work this out right here. And we can just leave that hanging. And remember, we loosened this piece, so now we can just kind of work this out. Alright, so that popped off. Unfortunately, I knocked all this off too, so we'll throw this back up here real quick. Alright, I got that piece back in. Now we can get back to work. It just slides right back in. So we have this here. This is a little cover over the lock piece here. We should be able to just pop this up. I'm not worried about breaking this because it's old. And then we'll take our new one. We would just pop it back on. I'm going to make sure it's pretty secure in there. Alright, all set. Alright, next thing, we'll take our new handle. It can sit right here and slide forward. Alright, with that in place, we'll come back with our lock, slide it back through, and it should pop right back in. Come back over here. And tighten this back up. Make sure it's pretty tight in there so it doesn't loosen up from driving or anything like that. Back in here, we could just come back to our little plastic piece and pop it over. Make sure it's snug. Handle is working good. So now we can come and put this all back up here. So just push this all back in place and have it resealed in. Okay, so before we even reassemble that, we're going to come over here. We're going to see that these little clips are in this side. They should start on this side. So that's why we have this tool here. We just bring it through and pop it off. And it should just slide on like that. That way we can push this door right back into it. So we're gonna do that. There's a couple more right here. There's one right here, so we'll do that real quick. Right, with all that back in place, we take our green and we slide it back in here. There's a little thing for it to sit in, and then you see this piece here. Slide it right between it till it pops. And we'll do the same for the white one, which goes on top. Alright, putting the door back on. I like to come from the top down, line everything up, and kind of just pop it back in until it clicks. And then do the same thing around the sides. Should slide right back in. We can put this piece right back. And then we can put our screws back where they came from. Before we get too carried away, we want to close our door and just make sure it opens right. There we go. Screws are back in. These will just pop right back. And I put this little plate back, and you just kind of push it till it snaps, and it's all set. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do the back one. It's pretty much the same thing. Same locations for all the screws. So we'll take this panel off and I'll show you what's next. All right, so everything else is the same to get it off. You got these pieces you got to disconnect. I can just set this here so I don't have to disconnect that. The big difference though is to get this piece right here off, we have to get to it through here. So same thing with our T30. We're just gonna undo this here, and then we will come back and take a look in there. All right, got those out. So what I do is I just kind of come back here with my hand and grab this and just kind of slide it down a little bit. In fact, we're gonna have to take this piece, this connector out right here, and then we'll be able to slide it down. So now looking in there, you can see that's the piece right there that we need to loosen up. Loosened up, and then just like on the other ones, we got to take this back here. And we can just kind of pry this thing out. Trying not to ruin the paint or anything. Just pry it loose. Now we got a hand on it, we can just wiggle it out. That should just slide over, and we'll put the new one in. Before, we'll just slide this end here, and slides over. We'll take this piece here. We'll kind of get the back end there. And all right, so when we're putting this piece back in after getting the handle on, make sure this little blue piece goes over this little, I guess, white piece. That's going to allow the handle to operate. All right, and then after that, we put this back in. We will screw these in, and we'll give the door, well, we'll close this actually, and then we'll give our door a test. Got my door panel back on like I did on the front door, and moment of truth, works good. All right, so that's how you change the handles on a 5th generation 4Runner. If this was helpful, do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.